What was there inside this 4,500-year-old pyramid, which is 480 feet high from the ground, just to see it? The researchers sent a robot and a camera inside the pyramid. After reaching a place, the robotic camera stopped because there was a slab of stone in front of it. Researchers believed that there is definitely some secret hidden behind this lab which has been buried for the last 4,500 years. They had to know this secret at any cost, so they put a drill machine in front of the robot, which made a heavy hole in that stone slab. Now a camera was sent inside this hole, which saw a scene on the other side of the slab which no one had seen in the last 4,500 years. Egypt, a total of 138 high 3. There are pyramids which have faced dozens of earthquakes and many dangerous storms over the past thousands of years, but it is unlikely that any one of them has ever moved. The tallest and largest of these is known as the Great Pyramid of Giza, but the VAT base area is 31 det. That is, surprisingly, not just 1 or 2, but 9 football field frames can fit inside this pyramid. As per the actual calculation, 1 lakh big stones were used in it, out of which the weight of many stones was 50 tons. But if we estimate its total weight, then the weight of the weight on it is 60 lakh tons, which is equal to the weight of 12 Burj Khalifa. But what was the purpose of making such tall and luxurious towers thousands of years ago when humans did not even have any tools? When they were not present, then how were the walls of these from its height leveled inch by inch? How were the 50-ton letters cut in square shape and transported to 480 feet height without any love? And who were the engineers who had a hand in making them? Along with making these parents earthquake-proof, all their sides were set at an angle of exactly 51.5 degrees. You will be able to know all this in today's video. So let's start challenge number 1. Over the centuries, different research teams have been working on the construction of this pyramid. Everyone was sitting with their heads tied to know the technique that how each side of this pyramid could have been set exactly on north, southeast, and west without a compass. Many experts believe that the architects of that time must have first searched for such a land which, after that, with the help of the ballast stars, which are known as the stars with the help of which the poles of the earth are found, every side of the pyramid was measured. Neither a compass nor any optical instrument was used, only with this basic technique. Thousands of years ago, a question was set in this festival, and that too with lions. Challenge number 2. The next challenge was to level the land. If the level of the 13-acre land on which this pyramid was to be made was even slightly out, then 23 lakh papers would be in danger. It was not possible for this mountain to stand upright. Now, to level this land, the engineers of that time neither had a laser leveler nor power. One expert believes that by standing on all 4 sides of the construction site, water could have been poured into it. It would have been poured, and then the water level on one side would have been matched with the water level on the other side. The portion of the land which was not matching the water level would have been leveled by cutting it with the help of chisels and hammers. Many experts believe that instant education also used this simple tool, which had wooden planks on both sides and a wooden plank on the top. A stone is tied to a rope right at the center. If the stone touches it and its tip comes exactly on the center line, then it means that the ground of 20 is perfectly level. Challenge number 3. Now the directions were also set on the paramedical traction side. Marking had been done, and the level of the land was also set. Now it was time to start the construction, for which huge stones weighing lakhs of tons were requested. But they neither had grinders nor checkers to cut these stones. But still, they also cut stones weighing 50 tons, and also gave them square or rectangle 6, but with whose help? Yes, this is the only plant with the help of which the stones were cut. Experts believe that the sugar used in the construction of the stone is only copper. It did not work out because even he had this idea. It was known that copper is soft and cannot cut stone, so a chemical and silica was also added to it. This piece made of copper and silica was hit on the stones with wooden hammers, and after many hours of hard work, big stones were brought in shape. Challenge number 4. Now, this special kind of stone, which is called limestone today, was being cut in the city of Dara, 250 kilometers away from pyramid construction side Pizza. Now the issue was that of this stone, each stone to be transported was 50 tons, or 50,000 kilograms, which is roughly equal to the weight of 3 passenger buses, and there were to be several lakhs of such stones. There was no such parameter to transport such a heavy weight, not even in those times. No animal could have been of any use, and there were no trees available with them. So if this work had to be done in the present day, Jagdish's way, then the transport company would get a good top 5 for it. Surprisingly, this work was done with the help of trucks and boats. Yes, the river between Tora and Visa was exploited, and the stones were loaded in large boats and transported to the website. Experts believe that this work was not so easy. An army of at least 500 workers would have been engaged at the same time for loading and unloading such large stones in the ships. Challenge number. The team of 5 experts who were researching the construction of Spirit had now found answers to many of their questions. But one thing was bothering them all the time: that the limestone was cut, transported, and during construction, one stone would fall on you. The issue was how the stones could have been transported to such a height. Many experts believe that this was planned before the construction permit was issued. Either they would have gone up through a spiral track or in a zigzag manner. But it is certain that the 50,000 kilogram stones must have been pulled up with the help of an army of workers. Challenge number 6. It was not just about lakhs of workers cutting limestone with chisels and hammers and transporting such huge stones to build this pyramid, compartments inside to enter them. A path and many small tunnels were also made. Everything else was fine, but one thing surprised the experts, and that was that the stone used in the inner compartment was not limestone, but granite. Yes, again, night. There is a stone which is considered to be the hardest stone in the world. After diamond, or even in Google's Motorola era, granite cannot be cut without the help of big grinders. Many archaeological experts from all over the world were also made to visit for the permit, but nobody could find the clue as to how 4,500 years ago the Egyptians cut a solid stone like granite so cleanly. Finally, after many years, the experts solved this mystery as well. They gave new tips to cut a stone so cleanly. It was cut with a saw that had no teeth. Yes, a saw without teeth was used to run it on granite by putting weight on both sides, and gravel was put in the middle. Experts believe that such a large stone could be cut using this method. It took 4 months to find out where the remedy was. What was the purpose of making it? How many workers worked at the same time to make these parents? And when the robotic camera captured the pile of stones inside the vat, what scene was seen inside it?